Hello everybody, Darwin Oracle here, doing another free reading for one of my subscribers. The question is love and career related. The two are intertwined because 2 years ago the questioner met someone who came to them for their marketing experience. The gentleman did not pursue the business proposal, and the questioner indicates that there might have been quite a shallow romantic relationship at the time. Since then, the questioner has had a sour taste in her mouth for the attitude that he has towards people in general, but also to herself. And she feels like maybe that her race might be a reason for that. However, this person does wish the best for the gentleman, and she hopes that he will come back to her and take her serious, both in a romantic and business partnership. So I've done the 10 card spread just for a quick overview of the situation. And I feel, just by looking at the cards, that to go back to the past, to go back to this gentleman, both on a business and a romantic level, would not be in your best interest. I'll go through the cards very quickly and explain why I say that. The first card is the Five of Swords. Throughout this reading, there are quite a number of swords cards here. So I feel that the relationship, both the working relationship and that romantic relationship, was quite volatile. It was not black and white. I feel that there was some games being played and that you actually were aware of those games. So you're questioning now, do you go back to that? That's represented in the Five of Swords. That's reflecting on past experiences and past insights and starting to think what that effect has in your past and also in your current situation. So the Five of Swords is showing that you are thinking about a past situation that was not a positive experience for you. Five of Swords. So the obstacle, what's playing on your mind? Well, to be involved with this gentleman, there is some sort of financial return for you. If you do work for this person, there are financial gains and you will receive reward. So you know that to work for this person will see you have a good income for that period. And that's, I guess, what you're thinking. If you go back to doing some work or to put a proposal together for this person, will the other things come into play? And that is that relationship being treated as a plaything, when he wants you to be there, as you said, in his free time. So looking at your unconsciousness going into the consciousness is the Seven of Pentacles. Why are you thinking of going and working for this man? You've just said he doesn't like and treat people very well, including yourself. He's possibly racist. There's obviously a monetary influence behind you even starting to think about working with this person. Otherwise, you wouldn't be doing it. I think truly in your heart of hearts, it's a financial decision. If you were to go back and work for this person, I would strongly recommend that it stays purely working relationship and not a physical or a romantic one. Coming into the past and then across into the future. So what was it in the past? Well, you saw through this man in the past, shown through the Six of Swords. You made a choice to move away from his negative influence into a calmer surroundings. And that was the best thing you could have done, is to have that time out from this person. And possibly a lucky escape that he didn't choose your marketing experience, because I think that it might have been a very different outcome. But in the past, you were well aware of the type of person that he was, and in a way grateful that things didn't happen at that particular point. In using your words, he had a shallow approach to you as a person, and I don't think he truly valued what you can do in your working career. But money's tight, and the rewards of working for this person are obviously enticing, and that's why you're even considering the situation despite knowing what this person is like. So moving from the past, revisiting the options to work, the Two of Wands moving into the future. Yes, there's definitely new horizons. You're starting to look out and go, whether this is to do with working with this gentleman or not, there's definitely some new work for you coming up very, very soon. If not, you thinking about taking up his job offer. It's happening right now. There's opportunity to put your skill into action and to reap reward from that. So the Two of Wands is the beginning of something new, the start of something new, stepping out, beginning a new project. So I do see that happening. Again, if you do take it on with this gentleman, I'm feeling like please keep it purely a working relationship. When the project is finished, maybe then you can pursue a romantic one. But I just don't feel from the other cards that are in this spread, the two male figures in this card, that it would be it wouldn't be a relationship that would give you any satisfaction. But most definitely Two of Wands. There's a project coming up for you. You are about to use your skill and your talent to embark on a new work project. So the possible future is the reversed Emperor. That is a major arcana. So having this gentleman back in your life, if you work for him or if you want to be involved in him, you're very quickly going to realize that he's an overpowering, dominating type of person. And I will come back to this card when I read it with the King of Cups. So, but the future's saying, yeah, there is a new project for you, and possibly you will be working for him. And what's going to happen in this time is you're going to be reminded why you didn't like him much in the first place. He hasn't changed at all, indicated by the reversed King of Cups here in the future. So the next card is this unconsciousness that's related to the third card. So the third card is, do you know what? You are going to have to go out and do a project that is requiring you to make money. Times are probably financially strained at the moment. But the Eight of Swords is this feeling that you don't really want to go back there, because in your intuition, if you go deep into your soul, you know that this person is not a good person to work with. And you're making this decision now. Do you just put the swords down, do the work, forget about how you've been treated and things that have been said and how he treats other people for that financial gain through the Eight of Pentacles? You will be required to work really hard. But the new project gives you the excitement because you're using your skill, but at the same time you kind of resign to the fact that he hasn't changed at all. The swords are in the ground, okay, they're not hurting anybody, but you're walking separately. You don't see eye to eye with this person, and you never are going to. Your surroundings is the Hanged Man. So again, you're still contemplating whether you want to pursue this opportunity, even though it's knocking on your doorstep. I feel like he's actually come and sought you out, and you're the one that's in two minds about whether you want to go back. As I was saying, in the past you've walked away, you've been the stronger person, and you've made the right decision to move out of a stormy phase into calmer situations. Maybe he's come and spoken to you about the offer, and you're laying there thinking, what do I do? You know, I know what this person's like. Take the project on, but you need to see that you need to be the one to change. If he makes any shallow advances to you, walk out. You don't have to do the job, report it. In my own experience, in my day job, one of the traders tried to pinch my bottom and he lost the job. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be treated like that. And I don't think any woman should be made to feel that in order to get a contract or to feel that her job is safe, that she should allow a man to take any kind of control over her emotions, because that's the sort of person that I feel he is. Do you know, when I did the cards, when I first read your question, I went, oh, I hope she doesn't get the Prince of Cups. I just felt that it was that kind of person. And I've come up with the King of Cups. So he probably is a king. He's either a keen manipulator or a psychopath. And to be successful in the top tier companies, managers normally are or demonstrate traits of a psychopath. So for him to be successful, sometimes they're the traits that people display. But when I saw the King of Cups, of course, when he's good and romantic, he's sweet. He would sweep anyone off their feet. But there is that reverse side. And as the card is reversed, it's showing that this is the type of person that he is. He's a master manipulator. He can use words as weapons to make you feel like you've been shot down. Not the nicest person to be around at all. But going back to this, you know that, but financially you're in a situation where the money would be good and the opportunity would be valuable to your own experience and your own repertoire and resume. So I think it's worth pursuing the work component of it, but make it very clear that you will not be pursuing the romantic component. Because I tell you what, there are so many nice men out there. Why would you go back to someone where you've had a negative experience, where you yourself have said he doesn't treat people very nicely? People don't tend to change too much. Okay, so you need to think very clearly if you want someone like that in your life. And I feel that you do deserve better. And you've answered the question in your actual question to me. I just thought you know what the answer is. And this is why these cards are here, because you already know the answer to the question. Don't go with the romantic. If you have to, stick with the work. He's tyrannical, he's controlling, he's domineering. And the worst traits are exemplified in each of these characters. But he will give you a solid base on which to work on, because the Emperor, this possible future card, is if you do this work, you will gain much from it. He's about building a solid foundation for things to grow, for opportunity to come from that. So there will be opportunity that stems from the work you possibly do with this gentleman. So the Hanged Man is like, you just need to change your perspective. You need to go in there and think totally different. You're 2 years older, you're 2 years wiser. So make sure that you don't feel intimidated, because the Emperor and the King of Cups, of course, are very strong characters. You are not so much. You're younger than this person. You're a young person anyway, so, you cannot be expected to have the skills to deal with people that have that skill and have used it a lot more than you have. So your hopes and fears, the Ace of Swords. You actually, like I said, I think you are going to go into this project and you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of energy, you have a lot of creativity. I think that you're very good at what you do, and that's why you want to take this challenge on. That's why you want to go and work back with this gentleman. But the future is saying, don't get romantically involved at all. It's not worth it for you. So to answer your question, I think if there is work opportunities with this person, if you believe in his company and the product that he's selling, go for it. But do not get romantically involved. If you have to, go in with a plan. If he tries anything, how are you going to react so that you're not stuck? We've all done it. In our younger days, when older predators come onto us and we haven't thought of a plan on how to react, we often let things get away that we would definitely not allow if we'd thought about it in advance. So I say to you, have some strategies in place to deal with the romantic type of things that he will try on. He definitely will, because he's the King of Cups. They're passionate, they're romantic. Like I say, when they're smooth talkers, chocolate would melt. You'd want to lick chocolate off their belly button, that sort of thing. But there is that negative side to the person, and you've highlighted that. And for me, as someone of colour, okay, it doesn't matter whether you're Asian, Chinese, African, Aboriginal. If he looks at people of a different race and has an impression of them, that just makes me feel sick. That's not the sort of person that I would want to be romantically linked with. But surely this person is skilled, experienced, he's strong, he's knowledgeable. He probably has a really good product, being with the Emperor. And like you say, you do wish him the best, but please, just do the work. Have strategies for when he tries to crack on to you, and make some money. And use the skill that you do have. Get noticed by people, and maybe move on to new opportunities. I think this is a really positive spread. I think it answers the questions that you already in your heart knew. And I would really love an update of what you decide to do. And in 6 months' time, please let me know if you did take up this opportunity and how things have panned out for you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to do the reading for you tonight. Good night.